guys, welcome to another reading. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since I've done these types of readings, so after a short break, we're going to continue finding answers for all of your questions. In today's reading, you can ask any type of question you have in mind. It can be about anything, and we will try to find your answer. Of course, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, and if you are drawn to more than one pile, combine the messages to fit your answer. You can choose from the three different piles today, which are pile 1, Golden Chest, pile 2, Rose Heart, and pile 3, Happy Buddha. Take your time to choose your pile if you're not sure, and if you already know which one is yours, I'll see you there. Welcome pile 1 to your reading. You have chosen this golden chest, and we will start by you thinking of your question. So have your question in mind, focus on it, and then we will see what is the answer to your question. So what is the answer to pile 1's question? What do we have to know today? What is the answer to pile 1's question? We have the Chariot in reverse. Just to let you know, I do take reversals, and people tend to think that reversals are bad, which they are not. They just illustrate some type of energy. Sometimes reversals can talk about some type of negative energy, but at times it can be a positive as well. So don't judge the card just because it's in reverse. Sometimes you will want to get the energy of the card in reverse. So what is the answer to pile 1's question? We have the Queen of Swords. And we'll take one more. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I see you, pile 1, here as somebody who has a lot of wisdom, who has a lot of experience, and you are dealing with somebody who has big plans, who wants to make great investments, who maybe has a long-term vision and a goal. And in a way, you feel like this person, even though they are really organized and they're planning everything, you feel like they don't have everything prepared for what's yet to come. And I feel like all of your experience has led you to believe that this person is jumping into things, that they are rushing, and that it's not the right time to move forward. However, I feel like you, pile 1, are a bit jaded here, to tell you the truth. I feel like you hold some type of resentment or maybe some kind of disappointment because of your past experiences, and you fail to recognize that this person's experience doesn't have to be the same as yours. And even though I know you come from the right place, you want to protect this person, you want to give them guidance, you don't want them to make the same mistakes as you, and that's very honorable from you, pile 1. However, I feel like you are projecting your life and your experiences onto this person, and this is something that is distancing the two of you apart. And I feel like even though you have been through a lot, you have in a way become a rock. You're not letting anything in. You are at times very cold, very reserved, and very cautious, sometimes overly cautious, which closes you up to life's experiences and joy. And I feel like this person that you are dealing with here is somebody who's more open than you, specifically because they didn't have those negative experiences. And I feel like they won't have them at all. It's good to have somebody who can give you advice and guidance, but I do feel like your advice at the moment is a bit limiting for this person. And I feel like you need to take a step back and just let this person go their own way, make their own mistakes, even the same mistakes that you made in the past, and let them learn on their own way. Okay? I feel like this is something that is causing a bit of disturbance between the two of you, but I don't see this as anything major, anything concerning. I just feel like things would go more smoothly if you were to recognize that you need to let this person walk their own path. Let's clarify this a bit more. What's the answer to Pile 1's question? We have the World, and the Wheel. Wow, 2 major arcana for you. So there is an important piece of information here that you need to be aware of, and that is whatever happens to this person, whether they have to go through the same thing that you went through or not. So whatever happens, you will still be here for this person, whether this is somebody from your family, maybe your partner, maybe a child, a friend, whoever it is, a colleague. You have each other's back. And I feel no matter what happens, whatever you both will be going through, there will always be support. There will always be some loving and kindness between the two of you, and there will always be assistance from both sides. So I don't think that either one of you here is helpless or that you will be left to deal with things alone. I actually think that this particular situation is going to only grow stronger, the bond between the two of you. Okay, the bond will be stronger the more this person walks their own path. And I feel like your relationship will also get to a higher level, to deeper understanding and more respect. And because of it, no matter whether this person fails or succeeds or makes some mistakes along the way, there will always be a shoulder to lean on, a person to cry to, somebody to run to. And that is something that's beautiful. I feel like your overprotectiveness here needs to be let go of, and you should let this person make their own mistakes. You can support them from afar, you can give them advice, that's all welcome, but don't try to control them. Just let them be. And let's pull one more. We have the Four of Pentacles, yes. So I know you hold this person dear to you, and I know you are scared whether this person will be fine, whether they'll be okay, whether they'll be hurt or not. But just recognize that you are their safe haven, and if they need to come back to you, they will. They will find their way back to you. It's like this is like such a nurturing energy, motherly energy that I'm getting from this group. It doesn't matter whether this is something that has to do with family or business or health. I just get this nurturing energy, somebody who is willing to give their all in order for this person to be well. And sometimes the best thing that you can do is to let them go and just be in the shadows. Be here for support, but don't meddle into stuff. Don't interfere. Let them go and offer help when they need help, okay? I feel like that's the most important thing for you here, Pile 1. Let's pull some advice, some guidance, or some additional info that you need to hear today about this, Pile 1, about your question. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. And one more. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Perfect. So this person needs to start acting. They need to start doing something with their life without you hovering over them. Like I already said, let them go. I feel like there's a personal issue, something regarding your relationship that is still hindering this. And like I said, you are being overprotective. You are with good intentions here, without a doubt. But sometimes even the best intentions can slow us down, can hinder our success. And I feel like this is going to be a transformative experience for you as well, Pile One, because you will have to find another role for yourself, because here it's like you have a motherly role, like a teacher, like a mentor, or a mother or father. And I feel like once you let this person go, you will have to find another role to play. And that is not easy. It's like the empty nest syndrome, you know? It's been so long that you have been in this energy and this identity, and you were doing all of this stuff, and now it's suddenly gone. And now you need to find yourself. And I feel like this is the next step for you. You will have to find yourself, who you are, what do you want, how will you spend your day after you won't have to care for this person as much. But I know you will find your way, Pile One. I'm sure of it. And let's pull 2 more cards for self-reflection. You can always take a piece of paper and answer these questions. I do have tarot journals, but they are only in Croatian at the moment. I do plan to make them in English as well, but I will let you know when that happens. But until then, you can always take a notebook and then just start writing down your thoughts and answering, of course, these questions. To where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow. We open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand, and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Today's soul action. Pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know you're ready to make it happen. Believe you can. This is a perfect card because it ties in perfectly with what I've said earlier. So you will in a way lose your current role. And now you need to find yourself again. What it is that my soul wants. What is that? What can I do now that I no longer have to do this nurturing that I was doing for so long? Where could I find more purpose? Where could I find a role that I can fill? And I feel like you need to focus on that, how to express yourself in the most pleasurable way for your soul to be happy. And let's pull one more. What can I do to make a difference? Beautiful. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Today's soul action. Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. Yeah. So this might be a bit painful for you, like all partings are, and letting go is always a bit hurtful for us in a way. However, you can make sense of that pain. You can make sense of that hurt. You can give it meaning. You can redirect your energy towards something else that can benefit other people as well. So there's no need for you to stay stuck in the situation or overly anxious or anything of such nature, okay? You can be happy, you can be fulfilled with your new role that you will take on, okay? Do what your soul wants you to do. Find your purpose, and everything will turn up perfectly fine. My dear Pile One, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. And I hope that you will give it a thumbs up or leave me down a comment. It really does mean a lot to me. It helps to grow my channel. And I hope that you will be back in my next reading. Until then, guys, bye. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. You have chosen this heart, so this will be your reading for today. Think of your question, focus on it, and we will get the answer that you need to hear today. So what is the answer to pile 2's question? What does pile 2 need to know? What is the answer to pile 2's question? Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have Death. Interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a few things here. Of course, this is a general reading, so take how it resonates, mold it into your situation, how you see fit. And I will try to cover as much as I can in this general reading. So first thing that I got is that you are trying to choose between two different people. One person that is very honorable and the other that is a bit sneaky, but they attract you more. So that's the first thing that I'm getting. The second thing that I'm getting is that this is the same person, but at times they show their positive side and at times they show their negative side, and you're not quite sure which side of them will prevail and how that will impact on your relationship. If this is something relating to your work life, I definitely feel like you are suspecting that somebody who you work with is not showing their true colors. It's like they are smiling to you and talking everything that's nice, but when you turn your back, it's like they're stabbing you. And I feel like you don't have an exact proof that they are doing it, but there's just been some rumors or some insinuations that that is happening behind your back. And I feel like you're not quite sure what to do with it. And if this is something related to your health, I feel like there's mental health problems here that are causing you distress, whether these problems are yours or someone else's. But I feel there's a lot of secrets, a lot of betrayal, a lot of dishonesty going on in your situation, whether you are the one who's doing it or it's been done to you. But it's causing you a lot of anxiety. Whether you have to get something out of your chest or you are in a way thinking that somebody is hiding something from you and it's making you unsettling. It's very unsettling to you, okay? So whatever the case here is, we have the Death card, which says to us, we need to let go of the mask. We need to let go of everything that is superficial and see what's the essence of it. So let's put our masks down and see who's really who. So I feel like the reading is calling you, pile 2, to get the truth out, to make sure everybody shows their true colors, you as well, of course. And once we see the truth of the situation, we will know how to move forward. What needs to be changed? What needs to be adjusted? What needs to be kept the way it was? And I feel like this is a call for a major transformation in your life. If you need to burn some bridges, pile 2, this is the sign to burn those bridges today, okay? I don't say this message lightly because it's not easy to make so many and such impactful changes in your life. However, sometimes you do need to do that. And I feel like the time for you has come. But let's clarify this a bit more. So we have the Ten of Wands jumping out. And the Chariot, yes. So there's a lot of burden that you've been carrying. and you need to let it go. Everything is turning out perfectly, pile 2. You need to resolve the situation. You need to get it to its end. You need to make sure that everyone lays their cards on the table, and then to see where to go from there. And with the Chariot heart here, I see that you need to make that move. You don't have to wait, and you shouldn't wait for anybody else to make that first move. It's up to you. I feel like that burden has fallen on your shoulders, unfortunately. However, I feel like you are the most competent person to make that next step. And I feel like this situation will be resolved the best way if you are the one who will make it go forward, if you were the leader in this change. I don't think that you find it particularly like an honor to do this step. It's not like you wanted this, but I feel like you are the one who will have to do it for the best benefit of all included. And that burden, unfortunately, has fallen on you. However, like I already said, I feel like you are the only one who can really get this thing untangled and sorted out. That is, in a way, your role here. Let's see what else. And we have the Tower, yes. So things need to crumble, things need to fall apart, things need to shatter to pieces. And unfortunately, when we get this type of card like the Tower, we need to face the inevitable truth that everything that we have been living was a lie. And if we wish to continue forward towards something better, we need to tear apart everything we've built up till now and start fresh. Start from the beginning. I know this is not a good place to be. It can be scary, it can be hurtful, it can be devastating. But I feel like for you, Pile 1, this is the only way to really make an impact on your life for the better. And I do feel that you will burn a lot of bridges. I feel that a lot of relationships will fall apart. Maybe you will change your job, maybe you will change where you live. A lot of changes will happen, but like I said, if you don't do this, this will happen anyway, but it will happen in the most devastating way possible. If you lead this change, things will be under control. It's going to be like a controlled demolition. Let's call it like that. So you will decide how much of everything you want to destroy. But if you don't do it, things will get destroyed anyway, but it will not be controlled. The damage will be more than severe, and there may be even collateral damage in that case. So try to stick to this controlled demolition if you really want to go through this change in the best possible way. Okay, let's pull some advice, guidance, or information that you need to hear additionally to this, what we already got. So what does Pile 2 need to hear? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So Aquarian energy is usually very advanced. It's like futuristic. And they have beautiful ideas that are way ahead of their time. And it's like you have this Aquarian energy about the situation. This is why you have been given this role of being the leader of the change, because you can envision something that will happen far down the line into the future. And for most people, it's going to be hard to grasp that this type of change can happen. But that is precisely the reason why you have been given this task, why you have to be the one who will demolish this in a controlled environment in order to get the desired vision, the desired future for everyone here. And if you bring love into it, if you focus on the end goal, on the long-term benefits, it will be easier to do the necessary changes here, and you won't feel as guilty or sad or angry because all of this is happening. Let's pull one more. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Yeah. So this situation is bound to happen sooner or later. I advise you, Pal, to do it sooner under your conditions, because things will conclude very soon. The energy is really starting to stir up, and I feel like it's going to climax, and you want it to climax while you are able to manipulate it. You don't want it to erupt, okay? So take note of that and do what's necessary for you to change the situation. We'll pull 2 more cards, which will help you self-reflect about the situation. I do advise you to take a notebook or a piece of paper and write down your answers to these questions or anything that comes to mind. I'm a big advocate of writing journals, especially tarot journals. I have made tarot journals for my creation audience, and I do hope that soon I will make the English version as well, because tarot journaling is such an important practice, and it's such impactful practice that people can not believe, but it's still so simple and everybody can do it. So if you're up for it, take a piece of paper and let's find your answers. So what do you need to know about this? What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? So whether this situation has to do with money or not, it doesn't matter. Maybe your view on money is directly correlated with a certain relationship. Let's say a relationship with your father or mother. And this is just like a sign to look more deep into that relationship. It doesn't have to necessarily do with the money, but if it does, definitely answer this. So what do I believe about money? This is one question. And the other is, do my beliefs match my dreams? So do my beliefs about money allow me to live the dream life that I have for myself? Let's say if I believe all money is bad and my dream is to live, I don't know, a luscious, luxurious life, to have a 5-bedroom house, how is that possible if I don't like money, if I believe it's bad? I'm never going to have it, which means my belief system doesn't support the realization of my dream. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul action. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you're wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because, and write that down. Okay. Take your time. You can pause the video in order to finish this. You can always do that. You can rewind. But in the meantime, we'll pull the other card. Am I focused on what I want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabbled their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Tony Robbins. Today's soul action. What you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. Am I focused on what I want most? And I feel like this is important because you need to focus on the long term, and it will make you in a way adapt better to the situation and allow you to make the necessary changes easier. My dear pal 2, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can leave a comment down in the description. It means a lot to me and it helps me to grow my channel. So if you were to take your time, I would be very grateful. And of course, I hope that I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Welcome, Pile 3, to your reading. You have chosen the Happy Buddha, and today we will be answering your question. So now it's time to think of your question, whatever it is, focus on it, and we will see what is the answer. What is the answer to Pile 3's question? What do we need to know? What is the answer to Pile 3's question? We have the moon. Sorry guys, I always use my Croatian deck when I'm filming English videos. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I do have my cards in English as well. If somebody is interested, you can find the link to purchase them down in the description box. So the moon. Four of Swords. What is the answer to Pile 3's question? And the Four of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting one specific message and other general messages. I will try to incorporate everything I can so you can take what resonates for you and your question here, okay? But let's start with the specific one. If you are getting ready for your marriage, for the wedding ceremony, or you are just getting ready to make a business agreement or a merge, something along the lines of building some type of commitment, whether it's a love commitment, whether it's taking out a loan, whether it's merging companies, whatever it is, I feel like you are in a way getting cold feet. You are scared. You are scared of the change that will happen. You're scared whether things will work out, whether you will be able to make everything work the way it should work, whether the commitment will last, whether your relationship will be harmonious. So a lot of fears and a lot of questions are stirring up. They're coming to surface, and there's a lot of insecurity on your part because of this, which is normal, Pile 3. Let's start with that. It's perfectly okay to feel a bit insecure before we make giant and big steps in our life. And I feel like the thing that you need to do now is to just take a step back, take your time, like retreat from everybody, because if you will start to ask people for their opinions, I feel like they will confuse you even more. They will instill in you even more fears because everybody has an opinion about everything. And I feel like you need to get back to yourself, Pile 3, because you already know the right answer for yourself. It's within you and you need to search for it. You need to find it. So whether you will retreat in a way that you will stay home for a few days without contact, like become a bit of an introvert, or you will go meditate, maybe you like to go to church and prayer, maybe you will take a little mini vacation just by yourself. So anything that will help you. Maybe you can journal about it. Maybe you will go to take, I don't know, some type of coaching sessions to help you get that answers. There's something that you need to do to help you reconnect with yourself, to find some inner peace so that your authentic answer, your right answer for you can come forth. And I do feel like something inside of you has been calling you. Go inward, isolate yourself, find your answer within. There's this calling that you have been getting, but you've been ignoring it for a while. And now it's time to actually listen to it and do it, okay? And I feel it's going to give you clarity about the situation, what to do, what not to do, how far you want to take things, and how you want things to stay. So there's a lot of clarity that you need to get here before you decide what to do in this situation. Let's clarify this further. What's the answer to pile 3's question? What do we need to know? We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. So there's this type of distrust here that I'm getting. So you don't feel like you can trust somebody or something in this situation. And whether that is just a projection because of your past experiences, or this person or this situation has already done something to you in the past because of what you are, and because of that you are now being insecure about it, I feel like you need to really step back and put everything on paper. Write the positive and the negative side. Write what are your expectations? What are your values? What are your boundaries? What do you expect from this? And how do you think that this situation will unfold itself in the future? How will this situation look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? Write that down, everything. And once you do that, you will get a clearer picture on whether this issue of you not being able to trust this person or situation is valid, or is it just a projection because of previous bad experiences. But I do feel like there's a need to protect yourself here, definitely. But maybe for some of you, it's just a thing of letting go of the past. Letting go of past experiences, past doubts that you have been still carrying as baggage. And you probably have a good person beside you, and you probably have a bright future to look forward to, but you may have not let go of the past entirely. And this is why we need to revisit this. We need to revise whether this feeling of this is not exactly right is coming from a place where you know that this is wrong for you, or is it coming from a place I've been hurt before and I might be hurt here as well? Because the two things are quite different. In the first situation, you definitely should back down, leave the situation. But in the second one, there can be some healing done in order for you to really know whether you should go forward with this or not. Let's pull one more. What's the answer to pile 3's question? And we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like if you do that, if you give yourself the time and space to actually clear your mind and get clear on what it is that's happening here, you will know exactly what to do. You will know exactly how to approach it, and you will go very fast. With the Ace of Wands, you will have a clear and precise idea, but you will take that idea and make it happen. You will be inspired to make certain changes, which will make even this situation a lot better in the end. So do take your time, pile 3. Don't rush things and get your clarity. Let's pull some advice, guidance, or just some additional info you need to know, pile 3. A win-win outcome is forecast for Moon in Libra. Yes, so this is the ideal situation. It would be perfect if we could get a lot of things in our life on a win-win outcome. And I feel like you can do this here. If you decide to go inward, if you get your clarity, a win-win outcome will definitely happen for everybody here. Of course, win-win outcome can differ from situation to situation, what the win-win outcome means. But it's definitely possible here. So don't worry about it. A time for healing. Exactly. Like I said, I feel like you need to heal some stuff. I feel like this is past energy, and I feel like you probably have a good person beside yourself, a good offer, a good companionship, whatever this is. And I feel like past hurt is still causing you insecurities. You haven't cleared your baggage all the way through. And I feel like now is the time to do it. Okay, Pile 3? It's not something that is hard, but if you do need assistance with this, you can always contact me. I do coaching sessions. I can help you through this if you can't do it yourself. Of course, you can contact any other coach. There are a lot of coaches in the whole world. Maybe you like to do it in person, so it will be better for you to contact someone from your area, but you can always go to any registered coaching site where you can find a list of registered coaches to work with to help you go through this. And let's pull 2 more cards for self-reflection. And this is something I highly advise everyone to do: journaling. Journaling is an amazing but simple technique. You will be amazed what it can do for you. I do have tarot journals, but I have it only in Croatian. I do plan to make them in English at some point. But take any notebook or a piece of paper and start writing everything down. You can take it right now. You can write your answers to the questions that we will pull, and you will see we'll get your clarity instantly. Okay? It's such an amazing technique to work with, and it's simple and it's free. That's the best part of it. So let's see, what does Pile 3 need to hear or be aware of? Am I in my head or in my heart? What a beautiful question for you, Pile 3. What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of your own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today's soul action. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. This is a perfect card for you, Pile 3. So you are way in your head here, and this is why you need to retreat. This is why you need to journal, to sort your thoughts out, to see and to realize what's going on inside of that little head. And you will realize that a lot of the fears are just illusions. They're projections. They are not based in what is currently going on, but it's hindering your future. Okay? If you need to do some tapping, EFT is a wonderful technique. It helps you instantly to release all the emotion. And I do recommend that you try to find any technique that can help you. There are so many techniques that you can use, and they all work, but you need to find the one that works for you. Okay? That's the key thing. And let's pull one more. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? This card was in Pile 2 as well. Let's see. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You're worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to hear your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul action. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the result you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I'm grateful to money because, and then write down what you're grateful for. My dear Pal 3, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it gave you the answer you were looking for. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. It does mean a lot to me and it helps me to grow my channel. Thank you for being here, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye.